What's going on, guys? My name is Chris, this is Boostbook, and we are here with another first drive review. Today we have a 2013 Audi S4, and this is a very special review to me, especially being that I am an S4 owner, but a B5 S4 owner, so I can't wait to see how this car handles compared to my 16-year-old Audi S4. Let's get started. So coming into this car, you realize this beautiful red and black leather that this car has. It's very comfortable, the seats are very sporty, big bolsters that definitely hug you when you go around the corners. Also, a great touch that Audi did. This steering wheel is absolutely fantastic. It's a lot smaller than most steering wheels and has a flat bottom with a nice S4 logo on the bottom. It's really a crisp feeling steering wheel. I mean, you can't go wrong with the flat bottom steering wheels. They look sporty, the size is perfect, and it really does look great. Now, when you're looking down at the steering wheel and look past them, you'll see the gauges. The gauges on this car is very sleek, very classy, and could not have been done better, at least in my opinion. When you look at them, you see your mile per hour gauges are pretty small, but that is offset by a big RPM gauge. That together really weighs each other out nicely. It looks fantastic, it's sleek, and it's very comfortable looking, very nice. Now when you come down to the screen, it's a little bit small, I do have to say that. Although it is nice, it's not touchscreen, but it is a nice screen. I think they could have made them a little bit bigger. It looks a little dated, and I do think that people will agree with me with that. It does look a little dated. Another thing Audi does that I realize, they include so many buttons on their cars. You know, whether it's the navigation, telephone, menu, bag, there's so many buttons on this. It's not a big deal, but it's something Audi has always done. They always included a ton of buttons in their cars. That's okay. Like I said, the navigation system and the screen is not touchscreen, so they had to make up for it somehow. Riding in this car, it really is comfortable though. Like I said, these seats have beautiful bolsters in them. They're comfortable. They're nicely colored. You have heated seats. It's really a luxurious car. I really do feel like they really focus on the luxury of this car. Yes, it is extremely fast, and I will get to that. But there's just so much luxury with this. It's so comfortable. It rides nice, which I'll talk about in a second. There's this comfort mode, there's dynamic mode, and there's a mode where you could choose what you want on and off, which is very cool. You know, Audi does a great job engineering the computer systems on their cars. I do have to say that. They really do a fantastic job. Now, looking out these windows, they are really actually well designed, except for one of them, and I will get to that in a second. Looking out the front one, it is a nice sporty shape. It's a rectangle, like obviously, but it's curved at the edges, and it really does look sporty. Nice line of sight, a little small, but you can see everything very well. The A-pillars aren't too big, they don't get in your sight at all. That being said, you look out the side windows, that is also a pretty good line of sight, and they are a little bit small, but it is a sports car, so that's okay. Now looking at the back window is at a pretty steep angle, so although it looks big from the outside, the rear window looking out of it is actually very small. That being said, you can still see everything. It's just that it's pretty small and not a big deal. Still, the windows seem very nice, good lines of sight. Good job, Audi. So let's talk about the exterior of this car. This is a 2013 Audi S4. Also, one of my favorite years for the LEDs in the front, or the way they have the lights set up in the front. I really like the design of them. This is a white Audi, very nice color, very nice gloss white, and the wheels aren't my favorite stock wheels that Audi made, but these wheels do look good. They fit the car perfectly. Unlike some other sports cars like the BRZ stock wheels, they don't look as good. But these wheels, sorry Subaru, but these wheels really fit nice. They fit good, they look good on the car. They're sleek, they're sporty looking, everything the car really needs. Staying on the outside, the front grille is aftermarket, as well as the fog lights are tinted yellow. the viewer who brought me the car, he bought it like that. He did not do that. But the RS4 grill mesh, or the RS grill mesh, looks fantastic on this car. I really like the grill on it. It gives it like a meaner look, and I bet you guys will agree with me with that. The RS grill mesh looks fantastic. Other than that, this car is pretty stock. It does have some window tint on the outside of it, which does give it a good touch, especially being that it is a white car. Very sleek, very sporty, but not a, you know, crazy turning your neck car. You know what I'm saying? Just sleek, sporty, good looking, luxurious. Everything Audi wants it to be. Now, I'm not going to start comparing this car to my B5 S4, but one thing you realize is it seems a lot bigger on the outside as well as the inside, but it does not feel like it. This car is actually very light and very crisp feeling. That being said, let's start talking about the handling. The handling on this car is just amazing, which Audi always does a great job with its handling. The S4 has very sporty suspension. This does not have adjustable suspension from the computer system like some S4s do have, but it does have a tight suspension. And we are on the Snake right now, and we're going to see what it is like going around some of these turns. So I'm going pretty quick around them, and this car feels really light. Not like a 3,800 pound car. It feels so light, it almost feels lighter than my car. It doesn't have too much body roll. The brakes are great. You have to get into them a little bit before they really start grabbing. But wow, this car handles amazing. Feels so good around these turns with the pickup. This really, I bet does a great time around the tracks. It just feels, although it doesn't look like a track car, it just feels like one. It's light, it takes corners perfectly. The steering is so crisp on it. I'm very, very impressed with the steering. Good job, Audi. Suspension feels fantastic. The car feels light, even though it's not. It's a luxury car, like I said, but it really does a great job handling. One of the lightest feeling cars I've ever driven, even though it's one of the heavier cars I have driven before. So that should definitely say a lot. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. The steering is just so crisp with this car, I have to say. As soon as you turn that wheel, this car is going right where you want it to. Going around these turns, man, these seats just catch you right in place. Those bolsters are so nice. These seats are fantastic. They're sporty feeling. This car just feels fantastic going around the turns. I love it. All right, guys, so let's talk about power. That's what we like. Power, horsepower, torque. That's what we like, baby. Let's see what we got here. This is a 333 horsepower car, along with 323 pound-feet of torque. This car is no slouch, not at all. Not to mention, when tuned, not many cars can keep up with this thing. It is a 3.0 liter supercharged 6-cylinder V6, and let me tell you, this thing moves. We are in dynamic mode now. We are going to do a quick pull, starting from 20. Let's see how it feels. That's 60 miles an hour, and wow, that exhaust feel just sounds so amazing. It has like the automatic dual clutch farting sound that I like to say. It just gives a nice blip in between shifts. It feels so good. Wow, so nice, so smooth, instant torque. This car is so torquey. I have to say, it is so torquey. It feels fantastic. Throws me back in my seat. I get hugged by these comfortable sport seats. Audi, I'm really liking your S4 so far. Now, this car is very impressive with the 0 to 60 time. This car has the 7-speed dual clutch automatic, and wow, smooth shifting, instant rev matching, everything you want from a automatic transmission. That being said, I am a manual transmission guy, but I hear a lot of S4 guys that buy manual transmissions in the S4s and in the B8 S4s. They say they feel like the car wasn't made for an automatic. The manual transmission just doesn't feel right. So with this 7-speed dual clutch transmission, it rockets to 60 miles an hour in 4.3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely insane for a luxury sedan. I just find that just amazing. Amazing. That's supercar time, guys. Almost supercar time. That is absolutely fantastic. Here's another turn going around here. It feels so good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. And hey, check out my description, guys. If you have a car you want me to review, go to my Instagram, go to my Facebook, like the pages, follow me, send me a direct message, inbox me, guys. I'm here for you. You are my viewers. I'm making content for you. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Chris again, and I'll see you all next time.